Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Thank you YouTube viewers and subscribers to my channel. This video is a surprise event for myself.
Ada lagi. Wah. Wow, this is something else in the box. Untuk Abah. A gift.
Surprise.
Another surprise. I don't smell this one. I don't see this one coming. What is that? Drone! To be kidding.
There you are. You have it.
Asha, ni abang
This is
punya
what
ke?
I got for the surprise. And
Really?
this is coming.
I'm
This came
flying.
from my son-in-law and daughter, and I believe the mastermind of this gift, or the idea of this gift, came from my son-in-law. He's an intelligent chap, very caring, very sincere, very honest, and he likes to read. He's studious and his adventure in learning and well, there's so much more about him. And my daughter is an intelligent person in another way. So this is coming from them. So it's a surprise for me. I didn't expect this at all. So we have unboxing done prior our testing, and this is done by my kids. And I'm blessed to this day that I lived till this day to witness all this what used to be imaginary dreams, or rather, in my old times. In my time back in the late 60s, we fly kite. Talking about going up to the sky, our level is just kites. And today we got drones, and those days I remember when I'm panelist even to buy kites, we make our own, So this is coming to us, and I'm blessed to live till this day. So this is the drone, and it comes in a box and a lot of accessories. This is what you're seeing now is all the instructions, which I find it very difficult to read. It's tiny. And this is another pack that comes along with it. I believe this is a charger. Charging comes with 3 batteries, which is good, and each battery would last not that long. It would be only about 30 minutes, 31 minutes. So this is not cheap. I'm grateful to my children and to my son-in-law and my daughter. Thank you very much. We will share this with your other siblings. And I'm not good at it, so I'll try and see what I can do with it. So here's the controller for the drone. DJI apparently is a world-leading drone makers. I didn't know that until I made some study, until I was informed by my daughter, and then I pursued some research, and they are actually leading. And they've got a bag here coming along, and it's a nice bag. It's a waterproof zip. It's amazing. So this is very good. So it is well designed. And I remember watching drones having problem taking off when they first started about 10-15 years ago. And this is a drone. This is the pack, and it is very, very handy. I didn't imagine it this way, because I remember watching earlier drones. It was not just huge, but the huge are more accurate, but the small one, the mini versions, well, they lost signal and they are not so responsive to instructions by the joystick and all this. And I heard all these problems. I never fly drones before. This is my first in my whole life, the first drone that I ever physically touch and hold and get to play with. So apparently this drone comes with all the stickers, and after watching videos of other YouTubers, they advise us to remove all these stickers, and we did exactly that. So and it is foldable, you know, the propeller shafts. It's foldable, it is handy, it is small, and we are yet to test it. See how ergonomics is that in terms of user friendly. It's just the size of a palm, and it's even smaller than an iPhone 10, I believe. So, and one more thing, this drone works well with iPhones, and this is how it looks like. And such a small propeller, it is lightweight, hardly 2 kilos. You know, sorry, hardly a kilo. I think it's very light, and you've got to remove all these stickers. This is the camera. This is the lens of the camera. It is they call it gimbal. I'm not sure. I just learned about that term anyway. So, but I find that this the material that it consists of is, apart from plastic, there are several special material that make it lightweight and having some substantial strength. And this is amazing, and this is the first time that I see this and touch it. And here you are. This is very handy. You can pack it up after use and wrap it up conveniently in a small package like this, and actually you can even put it in your pocket. This is very good. So the rest of the box is we got to charge the batteries, and we've got some convenient charger. And we have got to, my son came up with an idea to have that socket over there for the plugs, and now is the time for the the controller to be charged. And you've got convenient lighting indicators stating that it is charging, and when it's full, I think it will stop blinking. So here we are on the field, where my son Abdul Malik is actually manning the first inaugural, the maiden flight, I call it, and this is going to be interesting. We are excited. I am excited because I'm not sure if I could fly this. The best experience I have is actually flying a plane virtually through PlayStations. Yeah, it's a gimbal. And so it's a nice pack. So that's how we turn it on. Double press. First and second press, we turn it on. There's a lighting indicator of where the drone is. When the battery is out, it should be red, I believe. Well, I don't know. There you are. So this is a controller. Apparently we have got to set a few things so that there's a synchronization between the phone and the drone and the controller itself. And this is the iPhone, and it comes in handy with the iPhone because the socket and the wire is actually compatible to iPhones. We could use other Androids as well, but we've got to change this wire. I'm not sure what they call it. It's not a micro USB, but something else. You know better than I do, I believe. Alright, so this is where your joystick is. It's a screw. You got to screw it in. Very convenient, you know, minute, petite. Doesn't take up space. It's light. Even with a handphone, it is light. It is holdable for some time. Yeah, you don't get yourself fatigue holding it. Of course, for me, I would sit down to do it. And here you are. You got tutorials, so we follow through the tutorial. My son is doing it, and there's a view from the drone itself. So it's on the ground, viewing all the tarmac surfaces. So they've got to do some calibration. Apparently, it is quite handy. So it's all there. This is how you do the compass calibration. You got to walk around it, but I think my son could improve doing this. There's another way of doing it. calibrating. Because a satellite is on top, you got to make sure you give way for the satellite to detect. This is working. There you are. This is the maiden flight. The first flight that we have. Very exciting.
Okay.
Very interesting at all. How beautiful is that? So that's my son Abdul Malik, my wife, and another son Abdul Rahman, and squatting down is Abdul Rahim. So we just take our van and come with this and try a session in one of the areas of Taman Sutra, Johor Bahru. We are staying nearby. So this is the test of going forward and backwards. It looks good, and it is amazingly stable. The wind is strong. You could see those leaves, shaking, and the wind is blowing through, and it is well under control. And this is the auto landing. And apparently it lands elsewhere because a little bit off. I believe it's got to do with how we calibrate the navigation, the compass. Satellites, not so many around here. I think not more than 7, and they're scattered. So we got to go to an open area is the best place to have good signals. We are surrounded by trees, and that is one factor that would impede the satellite detection. So this is a manual landing by Abdul Malik. It's well done. So there you are, and it's landed, and this is how it looked like. And now it's my turn, my personal maiden attempt piloting this drone. And I thank PlayStation because I had that air battle under World War II games. I think some of you remember. That helps me orientate myself to this equipment. Hopefully it works. But apparently there you are. I'm turning around, trying the joystick to turn left, and I try to turn right, and it just instantaneous. The sensitivity level of the joystick, of the detection is fabulous. That's me sitting, with a mask halfway down. Sorry about that. And I try to move around, and I try to go forward, and it is in cine mode, and it's quite fast. This is my first time in life flying a drone. Can you imagine it? A dummies like me could do this, with a breeze. I think if your kids like you or anybody else can fly this drone, this is surprising me, because normally electronic gadgets doesn't come in that fast to my comprehension. That would take time. There you are. I'm trying to land it. This is my first flight. I'm trying to do something funny. I'm trying to be funny with myself and with this drone, and I try to land it on this van, on our van, and see what happens. Does it get on top there? Apparently it did. How do I do? So trying to get, common sense. I think I'm far towards the windscreen, so I move in towards the center of the roof. I turn the gimbal downwards so that I can look down and adjust myself. Well, thanks to the tutorial by YouTubers, actually. I don't read the instructions. The YouTubers did a lot of, I'm landed. A lot of help. And their instructions are good. And here I fly again. Off I go. and I tried to pick up some heights. Yeah, not bad. So try to avoid trees. I look down and try to land, manual landing. Imagine that, piloting a helicopter literally as a drone. I have lived this long to witness and use this marvelous invention. MashaAllah. So here I go again. I'm going up. Beyond the trees, and you could see the entire area of Taman Perling site over there. There you are. Those are apartments, and those are Medini areas. And I saw birds coming around, so I quickly bring down the drone just in case, you know, this is the maiden flight. It is brand new, and I wouldn't want to take any risk with it. So here I go again. Yeah, at some speed, send the left joystick left to make a turn, almost like a U-turn, and it worked fine. The sensitivity of the signal from the controller to the drone is not even 1 centisecond or millisecond lagging. It is instantaneous. So you can rely on what you see on the phone, and you can rely on your instincts of your fingers with the joysticks. You know, it is instantaneous. It's like driving. It is like piloting. This amazing equipment, DJI Mini 2. They have made a remarkable job for a small drone that work marvel. Fantastic. So I got myself bullseye. My first maiden flight, take off and landed bullseye. Hit your heart out. So this is the Google map, and the drone is facing me, so you got to see me in that monitor. Alright, this is a small note from my daughter with his hubby beside him. Thank you very much for your gifts. It reminds me to do more content in YouTube. So this content is rather different from what it was. Thank you. Alhamdulillah.